Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PPR's edition of the PC Division 2 Bahrain Grand Prix. We're about to get started here, but first off, we're going to start off with a little intro. Once again, welcome to the PC Division 2 Bahrain Grand Prix for PPR. We've already had a few races so far this week, but it's definitely about to get much spicier with our Division 2. We got a almost full grid here tonight. It's going to be quite exciting. We're going to have PPR Ollies and Best Taeyeon take you through a hot lap of our Bahrain circuit. So let's take a look.
Welcome back to PPR Esports as we do our hot lap series. We are here with PPR Ollies. This is a hot lap around the Bahrain circuit in Sakir. DRS wide open, starts the lap here. Turn hard on the brakes, downshift, 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 into the fast right, left here, short shift, into third, up into fourth, into the second DRS zone here, wide open, flying into the very end of the first sector. It's going to be hard on the brakes. It's going to be a real slow right-hander here coming in to the downhill section. Little right-left action through this complex. Careful not to take too much curb. You can find yourself on the wall. Into a hard downhill braking zone before coming up to the next up and then downhill section here. Up in the fourth, fifth, sixth. You're coming in real hot. You got to time the braking point right or you'll completely miss the apex coming into this back straight here. DRS wide open, fifth, sixth, up into seventh gear now. Taking one wheel off the curb there to get a good line into the uphill section. You're going to go flat out through here into sector 3. Careful not to touch that inside curb. You'll end up spinning into the wall. Another hard braking zone. Now onto the final back straight here. Flat out, up into 7th, up into 8th. Finally, the last braking section here. Hard on the brakes. Kiss the curb there. Hard on the gas. And there you are. That is a hot lap of the Bahrain circuit with PPR Ollies for PPR Esports. Thank you for watching.
There you have it, folks. Thank you very much to PPR Ollies and Best Taeyeon for a lovely little edition of our hot lap around Bahrain. Now we're going to go ahead and get into our driver intros, which is a little new thing we're trying out this time. So we're going to meet the entire team. We've got a big stack grid this season. First off, in first place for Ferrari, we have Persian King and Dr. McShorty. Persian King's favorite track is Monaco. He's been league racing for about 3 years now, and he's trying to become the world driver champion of PPR PC Division 2. While Shorty's favorite track is also Monaco, this is his first season, and he's aiming for a top 10 finish in the championship. We also have McLaren, consisting of Skybits and Striffium, known as Striff. Skybits' favorite track is Canada. He's been league racing for about 6 months, and aiming for a top 5 here in the season. While Striff also has a favorite track that is Canada, and he's been racing for 3 months, and he's trying to get a top 10 finish for the season. For Alfa Romeo, we have Racer 33 and Kubilay. Racer 33's favorite track is Spa in Belgium. He's been league racing for only about 2 months, so a lot of rookies here in this class, and he's looking for a top 5 finish in the championship. While Kubilay's favorite track is Germany. He's been league racing for about 2 months, and he's looking for a top 6 finish. So a couple quick boys here. Toro Rosso consists of Dump Truck and the Gaming Nub. Dump Truck's favorite track is Brazil. He's a rookie going for top 10. We have Gaming Nub. His favorite track is Monaco, the street circuits. He's also a rookie, and he's going for top 10 as well. A lot of rookies in this division for sure, as we're trying to make sure we have everyone included. Williams consists of our veterans here. We got Squirmy and Blase. Squirmy's favorite track is Australia. He's been league racing for 3 years. We've known him forever. He's definitely going for that World Driver Championship. As Blase's favorite track is Russia. He's been league racing for 1.5 minutes as well. And his goal for the season is to get that booty. So shout out to Blase. And for Sport Pesa, the Racing Point Formula 1 team, we have Doc Balak and Young Dagger. Doc Balak's favorite track is Italy, considering that he's Italian. He's also a rookie, and he's looking for a top 10 finish. Young Dagger, his favorite track is China. He's definitely not a rookie. He's been around for a little bit, and he's going for the top 10 finish this season. For Renault Sport, we have Kermit and Cosmo, our D1 commentators. Kermit's favorite track is USA. He's been league racing for about 2 years, and he's going for that top 10 finish in the season. Cosmo's favorite track is Spa. He's been league racing for about 1 year, and he's also going for a top 10 finish. These two are a great duo in D1 for our commentator team. We'll go on to Red Bull Racing now. We have Shay B and Blizzard. Shay B's favorite track is Spa. He's got a great profile pic with some ladies there. Not sure if he paid for that one or not. We'll never know. He's been league racing for about 2.5 years. He's trying to get 100+ points, good in that triple digits, just like Carlos Sainz. We got Blizzard. Favorite track is Spain. He's a rookie, and he's trying to get top 10. For the Mercedes team, we got Prez. His favorite track is Austria. He's been league racing for just about 4 months, and he's trying to get good this season. We got Fusion Dog as well on Mercedes. His favorite track is China. He's also a rookie. He's trying to get top 10. And I believe that should round out the grid. Just kidding. Almost forgot about Haas. Can never forget about Haas. We got Eduardo Andretti. His favorite track is USA. He's a rookie as well. He's just looking to drive clean, have fun, and meet some new friends. We got Nuke and Korea. Hard to say on stream. I might get fined. But his favorite track is China. He's a rookie, and he's also aiming for top 10. And I believe that should be it. And we're going to go ahead now and hop into the lobby because the race is indeed starting. So we'll fade this music out. That's some pretty spot on timing, if you ask me. We're going to bump up the young F1 music because we love that. And see what it's all about. So here we are. No one's really coming out yet. This is the Bahrain Grand Prix. For those of you just tuning in, this is PC Division 2 for PPR. I hear some engines revving up. It's about to get mighty exciting, let me tell you. Once we get this out of the way. Pull up that young spectator menu. Oh, we got track map, baby. Track map. That is blessed. Let's go ahead and throw in some young telemetry. Look at that. All right, let's see who's out in the garage. It looks like an Alfa Romeo. Oh, man, I love this feature already. This is a brand new update. Kubilay taking the odd route, trying to get to the start line as quick as possible. But as you saw before by our lap by our lovely PPR Ollies, one of our co-owners here, this track has a whole bunch of sections. Like this downhill S section, very hard to get right if you have a full tank of fuel on hard or compound tires. So definitely changes up throughout the race, trying to keep that momentum up throughout all corners, especially these long straights as well. So it's hard to get that set up just right in order to maximize your potential on this track. As you can see, we got 17 drivers today, most of whom I mentioned in our driver intros. A couple missing, but pretty stacked grid for our Division 2. This is our more of a beginner league for entry-level league racers. Those are just trying to dip their feet in the water, see what it's all about. figure out how to drive clean with other clean racers, and hopefully get better overall. So here we have Kublai onto the final back straight before approaching the start-finish line. We'll see what he can do. I know he's one of our quicker drivers here. He'll be coming around the final corner, down into third gear, hopping hard onto that accelerator, pushing through, activating that DRS. Cross the line, starting out hot. ERS in overtake. Cruising down. He's got some traffic ahead of his teammate. Gets down to first gear. Nice little solid turn there. Clips that inside curb, nice and easy. Activates that DRS. This is the new DRS this season for 2019. They put it in, and I think it helped a little bit, as we saw Lando Norris overtake on the outside around this corner. That was a mighty overtake, if I do say so myself. Kublai doing a good job of keeping it steady through here. Gets it down to fourth gear. Yeets it down the hill through the S's. One of the harder turns down here. Keeping it tight in the apex. He goes a little wide there. Coming up to one of the hardest turns on the calendar. A triple left-hander all the way down. He goes super wide, misses the apex, but he stays on the track and will keep that lap validated as he activates that DRS yet again. Cruising down under the lights here at Bahrain. One of our few night races on the F1 calendar. Kublai getting a little wide on that curb. Careful not to touch this inside curb, as you will turn completely around. Got a little lagging up here by the Toro Rosso up front. Could be Blase or the gaming nub. Yep. Oh, as Kublai floats right through him, the ultimate overtake. The ghost overtake. Comes around the final corner, back on the accelerator. Plenty of ERS to go around. Activates that DRS. Cross the line to set our first time with a 1:29.9, so not too bad. We have the Haas coming up, Eduardo Andretti with a 1:30, and we got looks like Racer 33 starting his outlap. We'll hop on. Oh, I love this track map, honestly. Nuke and Korea coming across the line. We'll see what he can do. Looks like a 1:32.6 with the Toro Rosso of Dump Truck setting a 1:30.3. We have the Williams of Blase not coming across the line. Who is this? Squirmy, who goes second fastest with a 1:30.7. We're going to throw on some tires there to show you what their lap is. The Doc Block sets a 1:32.2 on hards. Next up, we have a Ferrari of Persian King setting a 1:30.3 on the hards, along with young Dagger Dick throwing a 1:31.3 with Blase setting a 1:30.7. So Blase coming out, setting a whole lot of times after being in the offseason for quite some time. So a lot of our drivers now just chilling on their in lap. I think we have the boy Striff coming in. We'll see what he can do across the line. I know he was streaming on Twitch earlier today, getting some practice in perhaps. It looks like he'll be diving into the pits. He was not about that lap. He may have invalidated. We got another Haas coming down. Looks like both of our Haas's did indeed set laps already. As young Dagger has retired from the session, so he's set those hard laps and he has retired. I'm not sure where though. It looks like sector 3. Right here, yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how much I love this track map. I could see where people have crashed, and I could see, oh man, this is some lovely stuff. Cody's doesn't get a whole lot of things right, but I'm very, very pleased with this new update. I can tell you that. We'll see if anyone else is on a hot lap. Looks like the gaming nub is, as he goes wide. Looks like that lap will be over. So far, Kublai on top on the soft, so the 1:29.9, but Squirmy with a quick lap on the hards. A 1:30 flat, so not too shabby for my drivers here, as most of them are ducking into the pits now. It's like Skybits coming up to the line. He's going to try and set a faster time. We'll see what he can do. So far, he's a 1:31.3. What can he do? He can do a 1:30.5. Puts him up into P6 on the hard tire, so good job for him. So we have Cosmo as well coming in to the pits. Nothing doing there. Looks like we have the Williams of Squirmy coming super wide here. Not sure what happened. Getting a little Squirmy out. I have no idea where, to be honest. We got the Alfa Romeo Racer 33 attempting another lap. We'll stay on board with him now. Getting nice and wide before this final back straight. I can't get over this track map, man. This is so much better. I don't know why they hadn't introduced this before, but Now they have it, and I am thoroughly pleased. As racer 33 comes up to the line, we'll see what he can do. Activates that DRS. Can he improve his time of 1:33.7? He can. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, he does a 1:29.4 on the hard tires. Jesus. I tell you, Jesus. We have Blizzard coming up to the line. He's starting his hot lap. We'll see what he can do, as well as Kermit right behind him. We'll stay on board with him. Racer 33, though, putting in a blistering lap on the hard tires, too. That should be quite a feat if he can hold that off. Starting the hard compound tires definitely be beneficial here. Blizzard, one of our veteran drivers. He's the son of our ACC moderator. If you guys are interested in that, type in !PPR. And you can find out more about our Assetto Corsa Competizione League. That's not how you pronounce that, but that's my my best guess. Comes into the triple left-hander, gets super wide on the curb. Keeps it up though. Still pushing on this lap. See what we can do. We got a, looks like a Skybits is in the pits. Sorry, Striff is coming in out on his outlap, putting in some heat. Right now we're looking at Blizzard trying to put this lap together, put something together to set a lap on the soft tires. He has yet to set a lap time, as well as Striff, Blizzard, Kermit, and the Gaming Nub. Comes into the final corner. Plenty of ERS to go. In hot lap, activates the DRS. Can he set a time? He does not. We'll go to Kermit now, who comes across the line. It's a time of 1:30.7. We have the Ferrari of Dr. McShorty, sorry, Persian King. Starting his flying lap, we'll stay around with him. With the Force India, sorry, Racing Point of Doc Block, starting another lap on the hard tires, it seems. Persian King, our current championship leader, after winning in Australia. Definitely got some pace. I know he's trying to turn off racing lines, so we'll see if he keeps at this race. See what kind of times he can do. Supposedly, he set a purple sector. Don't know if I can trust Cody's though, because it could have been anyone. But he is on those hard tires again, so we'll see if he can improve that time. Looks like he's got the Williams of Squirmy behind him on his outlap. So a lot of free air. Looks like Kermit's on a flyer in front of him too. We'll stay on board with Kermit, as he seems to have set a purple sector as well. Coming on the medium tire, so he's definitely looking to improve his lap time here. Down in the fourth gear, nice movement there. Using all the track he can. Activating the DRS. See what he can do. He improves to P4 as Persian comes across the line. It goes to P1 with a 1:29.3 on the hard tires, so nice lap there from Persian King on the hard tires, as well as Kermit, who went to P5. But now we have Squirmy having the high rev bug here, where it sounds like he's always maxing out. But he definitely isn't, I can assure you. Coming in for a flyer. He's on the hard compound tire, trying to set a quicker time. It's going to be hard to beat that 1:29.3 by Persian King. That is a quick lap, let me tell you. But looks like the next person to set a lap will be a Toro Rosso. It looks like, sorry, a Red Bull. A Blizzard. He might be going for another one here. Actually, no, it looks like he'll be going on his in-lap. So next up, across the line, will be Squirmy. We'll stay off board, though, because we don't want to get any kind of ear damage from the max revs he's producing. Coming onto the back straight, using every single inch of his engine, chilling in 13,000 RPM. I wish my car could do that. As he comes up to the line, we'll see what he can do. It's a 129.4, so not enough to edge out Persian King, but he does indeed stay way up there in the standings. So we have the Doc Block coming to the line, see if he can improve. He goes into the pits. That is unfortunate, but we do have Kermit coming up, I believe, into the pits as well, and Cosmo on his outlap. See what the Renault driver and D1 commentator can do. We got 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left in qualifying. Plenty of time for our drivers to switch their tires and try and set a faster lap, but so far the top 3 are on hards and sitting quite comfortably, I might say. Very close between Racer 33 and Squirmy, so I'll have to watch out for that. Looks like Squirmy's cruising back in. New Korea's coming up, trying to set a lap, get a little bit better than his previous. We'll see though what he can do. He sets a lap, 132, so he improves, but not enough to get him any higher up the leaderboard. So here's the Ferrari of Dr. McShorty setting a flying lap now. Just started his flying lap. We got Cosmo coming up to the line. See if he can put Renault to fame. He can join his team up there in P5. We'll see what he can do on the medium tires. He sets a 131.3, so he does not improve that time previously. But we'll now go on board with Kubile. Seems to be entering the pits there. He's out of ERS, sitting in 0. Meanwhile, we got Striff flying on a lap now. Comes in. Overtake mode. Goes up to P6 with a 130.1 on the medium tires. So nice lap by Striff there. Some people call him Strife, but you know, I like to call him Striff. I always did. That's how you pronounce his name. So we got just over 3 minutes left as we have Blizzard starting his flying lap, trying to improve his time of 130.6 on the soft tires. Looks like we got New Korea on another flyer as well. Trying to set another lap, see if he can improve it all, and he'll dive into the pits. Take that back. We got a racing point though. Doc Balak trying to set a faster time now on the mediums. He's gonna start his lap now. We'll see who's coming up to the line. Looks like Dr. McShorty gonna come to the line, see what he can do. Starting his lap now. We got another probably 30 seconds before we see everyone start to come out. Looks like the Williams of Squirmy is heading out the pits now. He'll be the first of our final drivers to head out the pits. So we'll keep an eye on him because he's definitely a pole contender. Looks like we got 2 alphas coming out as well, Racer 33 and Kublade. Also some pole contenders going back to back, as we can see. Looks like Persian King has started his final lap, so we'll go on board with him. He's going to try and set a flyer on the mediums. Our first of our final runners. As it looks like Kermit has improved, or Eduardo Andretti has improved up to P7. Sorry, Blizzard has improved up to P8 with a 130.1. See Persian King lock up a bit there. Blase goes up to P12 from P13, edging out Dr. McShorty. We'll see what Dr. McShorty can do up to the line. Can he improve his time on the mediums? And he can. He goes P2 with a 129.3. Excellent lap from him there. A Ferrari 1-2 so far, so we'll see what happens. Looks like there was some argy-bargy happening in turn 1. Not sure what happened there. Possibly someone spitting out. But so far, it's a Ferrari 1-2. We'll see what'll happen next. As Squirmy is starting his flying lap, so we'll watch out for him, as he also has a chance to take that pole position. Nice and smooth here from Persian King, though. We'll see if he can best his time. Try an inch further away from Squirmy, Racer 33, and Kublai. He comes up to the line now. We'll see if he can improve his time. All the ERS in the world, including DRS, crosses the line. He does a 128.8, so he improves his time there. Now we'll go on board with Squirmy. Seems to be the next one to cross the line with a challenge at pole. As Blase improves his time to P4 with a 129.4, so not bad from our veteran driver there. It's a Ferrari Williams. So good job from Blase and Persian King. So it looks like Squirmy, Racer 33, Kublai are the last to set some fire times here. Squirmy coming on to the final back straight. See what time he can set. See if he can pipe out the Ferrari 1-2, do anything to stop it. Activates that DRS. Across the line he goes. Second fastest with a 128.9. So P2 for him. We got Racer 33 coming up. See if he can do anything about it. He's on the medium tires as well. Plenty to go. He's the only one that can change out this order. Crosses the line. He goes pole with a 128.5. Excellent lap there. But don't count him out yet, because we still have Kublai mobbing on the soft compound tires. Fire lap there by Racer 33 in the Alfa Romeo, breaking up that Ferrari 1-2 along with Squirmy. So this is a wild finish, this PC Division 2. We'll see if Kublai can do anything about it to try and top his Alfa Romeo teammate on provisional pole. We'll see. Activates the DRS. Can he beat him? We never know. We'll see what he can do. He goes P6, so Racer 33 is your pole sitter with Persian King in P2 and Squirmy in P3. Awesome fire lap at the end there, clearing everyone by 3/10, followed by Persian King, Squirmy, Dr. McShorty, so the Alfa Romeo up on top. Followed by Blase, nice qualifying on his first return after about a season off, season and a half I might say. Followed by Kublai, Kermit, Striff, Eduardo Andretti, Blizzard to round off the top 10. So nice job from all our qualifiers there. Pretty exciting, and I'm pretty sure that track map helped it out a lot. It was very nice and very helpful. So thanks, Cody. Shout out. So now we'll wait for our drivers to get ready, and I'm confused as it seems to be frozen on the timer, and that's never a good sign. Not a fan of this. I do have an invite, so we could exit the game if possible. But, oh, here we go. All jokes aside. Our drivers have chosen their setup, and they'll start their formation lap now. So the driver standings, if I'm correct, there's a bit of a mishap with the standings due to some drivers continuing the league and not. But so far, it's Persian King up on top, followed by Dr. McShorty in P2, followed by, I want to say Skybits. Skybits is in P4. Those are your top 4 for sure. And after that, there's still some mathematical formulas to work out, I suppose you might say, to figure out the rest of the standings and which drivers are staying on. But for sure, it is Persian King in P1, Dr. McShorty P2, and Skybits in P3. But as you can see, Racer 33, Squirmy, Blase, and Kubile all looking to break up that driver's table. So 29 laps here at the Bahrain GP. This is PPR, PC Division 2. We're going to throw you some position change. Or some tires, I might say. But Racer 33 with a solid pole position. Two Williams and two Ferraris in the top 5. If only this happened in real life. That's all I can say. As we have a big gap between our drivers, top 5 and the rest of the grid. Looks like Kubile is slowing up, taking all the time in the world to warm up his tires back there. Just chilling. He knows he got time as their AI takes over the car to bring it to the grid. Love seeing full lobbies for our league races. Always great to see. So here we go as the drivers take their positions for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Nice little shot of the Ferrari here before drivers set. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Everyone gets away pretty cleanly. Racer 33 with a great start there. But Persian King with a banger of a start. We're going, looks like 4 wide into turn 1. We'll see what happens here. So far so clean. A little bang of the Ferrari there. But decent as we get all the way through. But meanwhile, Squirmy has made his way ahead through the start. Looks like we're going to have 2 wide here. Persian King getting dropped back. Sorry, overtaking him around the outside of Blase. So the Williams and the Ferraris are going at it. What year is it, Cody's, please? Persian King able to get ahead and stay in P2. Blase all the way up into P3. Squirmy all the way up to P1. So not a great start from Racer 33 as he's all the way back down to P5. That is an unfortunate start from pole there. As we go down the field, we can see who else is battling closely here. Looks like Eduardo Andretti looking on the inside as we get a little sideways here of the young Dagger. We go back up to the top, and Dr. McShorty has been battling with Kubile now. Or with Racer 33, excuse me. We'll go on board now with Racer 33, see if we can make any kind of move on Dr. McShorty. He goes super wide there. It's going to open the door for Kermit for sure. His teammate, or sorry, Kubile, who gets ahead. I can't speak today. It's a wild start here. Racer 33 all the way down to P6 from pole, so he's lost 5 positions on the opening lap alone. That is super unfortunate for him. As Strife makes an overtake on Blizzard. As Squirmy sets the fastest lap now on P1, just chilling out there. So we got Dr. McShorty cruising in. Meanwhile, Persian King trying to make something happen on Squirmy, who seems to get a bad exit out of the T2. Going into turn 4, Persian King well ahead. See if he can hold the inside as Squirmy goes and bumps him on the outside, but nothing doing there as it looks like Squirmy will have to concede the position. Meanwhile, Dr. McShorty trying to make something happen. This is a great battle, I'll tell you, between the Ferrari and the Williams team. This is going to be a crazy constructors if it keeps up like this. I think Blase has been training as Kubile gets through now. He's on the soft tires, so he's looking to make as many positions as he can. As we see, the gaming nub has dropped back, as well as Nuke Korea off the pack. But meanwhile, we have a pretty long train going through our top 6 and from our 7th to our 14th. See if Racer 33 can make some kind of move. It's getting mighty close here, as well as Kubile trying to make something happen. Big old train as Persian King sets the fastest lap with a 1:33.2. Take that back. That's Kublai with a 1:33.28. Big old train there as we see Daggerdick trying to make a move down the inside. Nothing going there. Squirmy getting mighty close to Persian King, but nothing happening. Too far away to make a move. DRS should be active on this lap now, so look out for it. We'll have plenty more overtakes. Skybit's awarded a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately, as Kublai taps the back of Blase there for a quick second. Huge train still going on. This is awesome to see in our Division 2. Got riders of equal skill level all just mobbing down the back straight. Meanwhile, Persian King still in the lead, but not far enough yet to get out of that DRS zone. He's got the 2 Williams tracking him down, trying to stay with him, trying to make some kind of move. Go on board now with Squirmy, who looks to make some kind of attempt now with the DRS active. As the gaming gnome has left the session after retiring, unfortunately. As Persian King goes to the inside, trying to make some kind of defensive move to break that slipstream. Squirmy can up around the outside. We'll see what can happen. Persian King holds the inside. Squirmy gets around the outside. Looks like Squirmy will probably have DRS according to the rules. He doesn't. Persian King will have DRS, so he could make some kind of move down the inside. We'll see what happens. He backs off and keeps it safe. He knows there's a lot of laps left to go. So he'll conserve his tires and try and pull away. But meanwhile, Blaze's got a great view of this battle. Hanging out in P3. He's gonna gets tapped by Kublai. As Kublai goes off as well, and Blaze's into the wall. That is super unfortunate for him, as he was having a stellar race. That is very unfortunate. Stewards will definitely have to look at that one. First race back, he was flying in P3. Now he's all the way in P15. Unfortunate for our veteran driver there. Meanwhile, Squirmy still chilling ahead of Persian King. Persian King taking his time to try and make some kind of move. But that has opened up the Ferrari 1-2 option, as Dr. McShorty is trying to make that gap a little bit closer. But meanwhile, Racer 33 is stuck behind Dr. McShorty. Unable to make anything happen. We'll see if Persian King can make some kind of move here. Squirmy setting that fastest lap, but we have young Dagger coming in hot with the hard tires. Those are just kicking in now. He's looking to make full use of them. So Racer 33 gets ahead. Barely of Dr. McShorty. Dr. McShorty holds on. Looks like he'll have DRS, so he'll be able to pull away. Meanwhile, Persian King backing off, just keeping it easy, not trying to make anything happen. Blolly gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's getting close here from Dr. McShorty and Racer 33. We also have young Dagger trying to make some kind of move as his hard tires are heating up, getting maximum grip. As Kermit's hanging on in the Renault, leading the best of the rest so far right now. Persian King right on the tail of Squirmy, heading out of the back straight. Squirmy looks a little defensive to break that stream, but PK's having none of it. Strife has now overtaken Dump Truck for P7, and by Strife I mean Striff. Nice line by Persian King there. Get a maximum exit. Saving up that. He has plenty of ERS for this next straight, so I'm sure he'll attempt some kind of overtake here. Gets nice and close. All the power. Squirmy seems to have pulled away quite a bit from that exit, as Dagger goes for another quickest lap of the race. Persian King pokes his nose inside. Nothing going there, but he'll have the next turn as well, as there's a yellow flag. in Sector 2. Not sure why. It looks like the Alfa Romeo of Kublai has spun again. Nothing going there, but race to 33, trying to get ahead of Dr. McShorty, and he does. Gets around the outside, nice and clean. Meanwhile, Dagger's coming in through the S's. They'll go side by side. Nice and clean here, just like the stewards like it. As I speak too soon, as Dagger Dick pushes race to 33 a little bit wide. Sorry, Dr. McShorty. And they're still staying side by side. As Dr. McShorty tries to go around the outside, but he'll concede that position into this corner. But he'll may get a better exit here. Tries to stay with Dagger Dick. Looks like he'll be unable to get that move back. So double overtake for Dr. McShorty. Unfortunate for him. That Ferrari 1-2 is slipping away slowly. Meanwhile, Persian King is trailing Squirmy, trying to make something happen. Coming out of the final corner, plenty of ERS to go around. Looks like he may be just saving, trying to do some kind of undercut or overcut. We'll see what happens. Too far back to make some kind of move at this point. He may poke his head in, we'll see. We'll go down to Dagger, looks to make something happen. He's too far back as well. Go to Dump Truck though, trying to make a move on Kermit. Goes deep, super deep. Nice lunge by him there. Goes around the outside, side by side. Awesome clean racing, guys. And gets that move done. Awesome job there. As Dump Truck sticks the move, gets up into P6. Virgin King getting mighty close to Squirmy now. He's got to make some kind of move here before he burns up his tires. Seems as if they're still pulling away from Racer 33 and the rest of the pack, as Blase sets the fastest lap with a 1:32.2. Letting him know that he's still got that pace despite the mishap in the S's earlier. As Dagger gets ahead of Racer 33. Dagger on a charge now. He's on those hard tires. We'll have to look out for him at the end of the race, as he's probably going to be challenging for the win, switching to those mediums halfway through. Meanwhile, Dr. McShorty trying to make something happen now. Back on Racer 33, trying to get that position back after falling back the previous lap. Looks like Persian King's too far back to make a move on Squirmy. But here we have Dr. McShorty coming up on Racer 33. Will it go to the outside? He will. And we'll see what happens. He goes, lunges around a little bit too far back as Racer 33 closes it off, but comes back. It's Dr. McShorty with a nice exit out of turn 3. Activates that DRS as Blizzard gets a 5-second penalty. Oh, Racer 33 lagging a bit there. Goes to the inside, and he'll have that move. As Squirmy has just been passed by Persian King for the lead. Persian King finally gets the move done. And that looks like it'll be it for Squirmy. Persian King's off to the races, already 6/10 ahead. We'll go back on board though with Dr. McShorty, who's uber close to Racer 33, trying to make something happen as soon as possible. Seems like he's a bit too far back now. Yellow flag in Sector 1 as the Ferrari of... Who is that? Is that a Ferrari? That is not on my map. That is an Alfa Romeo of Kublai. Has DNF'd, it seems like. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate race for him as he started up in the top 10 and ended up retiring. Looks like Squirmy will be too far back to make any kind of move. Gets nice and close though. Dr. McShorty nice and close to Racer 33. Tries to go around the outside. It's a nice job there though of defending by Racer 33. We have a yellow flag, and Kermit has gone round. Not sure what happened there. He's doing a nice job of waiting for cars to come by. Very unfortunate for him. That puts Doc Block up into P9. Good race by him so far. Looks like nice and clean. His teammate Cosmo passes him, and the Renaults are back stacked next to each other. Not sure what happened there, but an unfortunate turn of events nonetheless. Oh, as Cosmo goes round, so his other teammate spins, and I'm not sure what happened there. Not really a spot to spin too hard unless you're gassing it out of that corner. That is unfortunate for both Renault drivers. Cyril must be shaking his head, as we have the toothpaste rocket trying to make something happen on Persian King. Bad exit there, so he will have nothing going for him. But meanwhile, Dr. McShorty trying to put a prescription on Racer 33. Has a DRS now. He's going to go to the outside yet again. Racer 33 has been awesome at defending so far. He's going to try a little switch back. He does. Goes up the inside. What a move there. But Racer 33, defending champ of the season so far, doing a good job of holding his line. Awesome racing by these two, keeping it nice and clean. Too far back to make a move. This is the battle to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Battle of the race so far is these two trying to make something happen. As we have another yellow flag. Looks like nothing on the map. I guess it was just the pits. Kermit going to the pits to change that wing, as he did damage it. So unfortunate for Renault. Hopefully they can get at least a point back from this race. We'll see what happens. So in terms of strategy, I know our medium drivers should be pitting around lap 12 or 13 or possibly 14. And our hard runners will be pitting around lap 18. So watch out for that, as they should be diving in, and Persian King and Squirmy may be looking to undercut or overcut each other, so we'll see. Looks like Dr. McShorty has dropped back quite a bit now out of DRS. But Squirmy, on the other hand, is nice and close to Persian King with just a little bit of ERS to try and catch up. See if he can make anything happen, though. Looks to the inside, nothing going there. Stay nice and tight, though, for this next DRS zone, which is right after the next set of turns. Still a bit too far back, it seems, with a lack of ERS to help him get through. As Striff has pitted, so he's the first of the medium pitters to go, seems. Put on those hard tires. I'm sure he'll be starting a chain of events now. So that'll be a one stop for him if all goes according to plan, bar any wing damage. Persian King unable to shake Squirmy, though, so this could be a battle to the end. Meanwhile, we have also Young Dagger in the racing point on the hard tires, doing a good job of keeping up. So once he switches to those mediums, he will definitely have some pace. So Persian King and Squirmy might have another problem to worry about later in this race. Oh, as Squirmy gets around, he may have touched the infamous inside curb of Bahrain, and he will unfortunately drop to P4, P5 now, and possibly even P6. Dump truck looks to be too far back, so he's down to P5. Unfortunate for Squirmy there, as his tires look to be quite shot. We'll see what Persian King does. Does he go into the pits? No, he'll stay out. He knows he has that clean air, no pressure now. We'll see what Squirmy does here, though. Unfortunate for the Williams drivers, as both of them have now come out of the top 3 due to spinning and or racing incidents. He'll come in out of pit. He knows his tires are shot. Nice and clean entry. We'll see what he puts on now. He may have to stretch the hards, 18 laps, which could be a move. We'll see. He does indeed put on those hard tires, so he will be going to the end. So his strategy is still on. Just have to pit maybe earlier than he expected. Doc Block up in a P7. Shout out, Doc. But meanwhile, Persian King's now trying to pull ahead. He's got plenty of ERS. He's going to be booking it. Trying to get some back-to-back wins after his stellar performance in Australia. We'll see what he can do. Meanwhile, Striff looking to make some kind of move. on Cosmo around the outside. It's a nice lunge, maybe a possible tap there. Not sure what happened. Gets the move done. Cosmo's well behind. So yeah, Blizzard just getting passed by Blase, it seems. So we'll see as Persian King pits. He's in now as Dagger now takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix on the hard tire. So he will be going race to 33 pits as well. Persian out pretty quickly. Dr. McShorty stays out. He'll be staying out one more lap just to get the maximum pit stop time. Sorry, minimum pit stop time in this case. Skybits to pit as well. Dump truck up into P3 now. Persian King putting those hards to the end as well as race 33. Ooh, Dr. McShorty getting a little slidey there. As Doc Block, ladies and gentlemen, is in P5. I just wanted to point that out. Having a stellar race so far. One of our rookies, him and Dump Truck, doing pretty well for our rookie class. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying that stream, smash that like button. If not, then that's okay too. I completely respect your opinion on what you think is good and bad. But Skybits gets a 3-second time penalty, so that is unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, the racing points are looking pretty good, challenging the Renault for a possible win of this Grand Prix. Persian King now on a charge. Plenty of ERS. Looks like he's been doing a great job of managing his ERS so far this race. So hasn't been pushing too much, just taking it nice and easy, trying to get the car all the way to the end. Unlike in Bahrain when the Ferrari in real life was unable to do that. So hopefully, don't think Cody's implemented anything in this last update, but hopefully he makes it to the end as Dr. McShorty does indeed pit. So we'll see where he comes out in relation to Doc Balak. Persian King gets by nice and easy. Plenty of seconds ahead. Doc Block will come out right next to Dr. McShorty. We'll see. Looks like race at 33 does indeed get ahead of Dr. McShorty. With a bit of a gap too, so the undercut definitely worked there. With at least 6/10. Meanwhile, Squirmy all the way back on fresh tires, trying to make something happen. Not too far back to try and make some kind of moves here late in the race. But Doc Balak up into P4. Outstanding to see him doing well. So yet to pit is Young Dagger, Dump Truck, and Doc Balak. Everyone else has pitted. So these guys started on hards and they're trying to last till about lap 18 to pit to the mediums and try and go mediums to the end. So we'll see how that pans out for them. But meanwhile, racer 33 will probably be the first one to try and make a move on Doc Balak, as he has those 13 lap fresher tires and I believe the pace as well. So we'll see what happens as Dagger has indeed pit. We'll see where he does come out. Looks like Persian King gets well ahead. Dagger does have a damaged wing, so he will be changing that. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. We'll see where he comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say, Doc Block is in P3. My God. What a move. Not every day you see Doc Block in P3 on the podium places. If somehow some safety car mishap happens and he gets P3, I'll Venmo PPR Nick $5. I'll tell you what. But meanwhile, Racer 33 catching up almost a second lap now on Doc Block as Eduardo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Drops down into P10. As we know, in the D1 race, Doc Balak spun out and retired on that previous corner. As Racer 33 goes super deep, misses the braking point, and will not be able to make a pass on Doc here. Doc doing a good job of keeping it stable. Meanwhile, Skirmy's nice and close to this train. All aboard the Doc train. Skirmy, it's a little wide there, as Dagger is now on a mission. He goes wide there. It gets a 3-second time penalty for going wide. Not sure if he gained any time there, but he may have lost some. Here comes Rich 33 though, nice and close to Dr. Lock. Going wide, getting a poor exit. I wonder if he'll still be able to make the pass now. Nice and close, plenty of ERS. He should be able to get it done. Skirmy goes fastest lap with a 1:32.2. Gets that move nice and done. As we have the, oh my goodness, Skirmy and Dr. McShorty going side by side. I'm not sure what happened there. Dr. McShorty gets punted wide and a 3-second time penalty for going wide. I'm not sure why there, but here comes Doc Block. It's a terrible angle here by Cody's. Rich 33 able to get through quite okay, as Dagger is now ahead of Dr. McShorty after that mishap from Skirmy. Not entirely sure what happened there, but Rich 33 going super wide on the apex. This is meanwhile allowing Persian King to soar ahead. He's now 13 seconds clear of provisional P2. He's in provisional P1, as Dump Truck still has to make his pit stop. But here we have Skirmy right on the back of Doc Block. We'll see if he can make some kind of move. Getting super wide. He's been using that outside curb of that turn for quite some time now. We'll see if he can keep it clean and not hit that inside curb again. We have Dagger right on the back of Skirmy here. He may make a move into this corner as Persian King sits the fastest lap of the race. Both of them lagging. Skirmy seems to be lacking a little bit more. Doc Block being chased by these two. Racing Point team orders may come into play now, as Dagger's right on the back of Doc Block. He'll go for the move, I'm sure of it. He does. Doc Block may concede that quite well. Team orders are not in play here, as Doc challenges for that, as the back marker Haas of New Career gets out the way. Skirmy gets a 3-second time penalty, and he'll be too far back to make a move. So awesome job by Dagger there to make a double overtake on the Williams and the Racing Point. Meanwhile, Persian King has passed Dump Truck for the lead. We do have Skirmy trying to make something happen on Doc Block here. Doc doing a good job, as, oh my goodness, Dagger has retired from the session. I'm not sure what happened there. Where did he go, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, to the left. Oh my goodness, there's a virtual safety car. He has spun out on the downhill, says that is unfortunate. He was on for possible P2, I think, maybe even a win on those mediums. He was charging it through the field. That is unfortunate here on lap 17. So VSC, very interesting, as we'll see if anyone decides to pit, possibly gain an advantage here. DRS is enabled and VSC is racing back underway. We have Doc Block and Skirmy still battling it out. Dr. McShorty now close in as well too. We'll see if he can get a good view as Skirmy goes down the inside. Looking to make something happen. Doctor takes the inside as well. What an overtake by him. Oh my goodness gracious. As Doc now will pit, and we'll go up now with Dr. McShorty. What a move by him to try and get up in Skirmy's face. Dump Truck does decide to pit now too, so he'll be on the mediums to the end. So Dr. McShorty trying to follow Skirmy now. Gets a little sideways there. Oh, does exactly what Capita Hood did in the PCD1 race and spins round. That is unfortunate for him. It looks like that'll promote Strife up into P4. And by Strife, I mean Strift, because I'm saying that completely wrong. Unfortunate for Dr. McShorty and the Ferrari team. He now drops back to P5 after that spin. Looking to make some kind of comeback now as Strift goes a little wide on that apex. Meanwhile, though, Persian King soaring out in the lead by 13 seconds. If he can just keep this together, unlike Capitol Hood in PCD1, he should have this victory quite wrapped up, barring a safety car or any of the sort like that. It's like Dr. McShorty is pulling away, and we have Dump Truck flying on the mediums, coming in hot, making that overtake nice and easy around the outside. Dr. McShorty will concede that position. So Dump Truck on the charge now, trying to make something happen, trying to get up into those podium places perhaps. We will see what happens. Taking it deep into that turn. Meanwhile, we got Blizzard pitting now for, he's holding for his 5-second penalty, I believe. He's pitting for what seems to be softs. Those are mediums again. So he will go mediums to the end, promoting the Renault of Cosmo to P9. But we got a big old battle here for the back markers. Blase trying to get some points back after that unfortunate incident early in the race. Goes for a big dive there. Andretti having none of it, holding him as he gets spun around again. Unfortunately for Blase, second time in the race. He is just not having any luck today. Unfortunately, may have to do with the Williams car. The Williams never gets any good luck. Sorry to see it. But Blase he may have gotten wing damage as well, so he may have to pit again. Dump Truck, meanwhile, trying to come up on a striff on those fresher tires now. He's got plenty of room to go, plenty of ERS to boost as he sets the fastest lap with a 1:30.9. Gets that move done quite easily. Holds the inside. Striff's got not as much grip on those hard compound tires. And Dump Truck will fly away off into the sunset, charging up, trying to catch up to Squirmy now. Meanwhile, I'll go back down to Eduardo Andretti. Looking to try and stay with Cosmo. This is, well, just barely within DRS range, but possibly too far back to make any kind of move. Meanwhile, Persian King way out here. Pulled another second over Racer 33, so he's not only holding a commanding lead, he's pushing this lead even further. Look at all that ERS, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pull up my mouse so we can see here. This yellow bar here means he's got plenty of extra boost. So he's saving that. He's not even pushing his fullest right now. So unfortunately, P1 may be out of contention unless he pulls a Capita Hood. We will see. We will find out. Dr. McShorty is trying to make something happen, trying to get on the back of Striff and get back up into the top 5. And Dr. McShorty has gone around yet again, dropping another place, promoting Skybits up into P6. So we have a McLaren 5.6 right now, not too shabby from the McLaren drivers. Both of them, I believe, starting out of the points, so great drive by them. We have Eduardo Andretti back on the back of Cosmo, trying to make something happen. As Kermit decides to pit for soft, so he will be pushing to the end, trying to make something happen. Blase decided to stay out on those hards, so he'll be pushing to make something happen. After that spin with Eduardo, Blase is looking to come back. He's already within 2 seconds now. As Cosmo gets a little squirmy out of that final turn. They're going side by side now. As Eduardo gets through, pulling an Andretti-esque move. Nice move by Eduardo Andretti there in the Haas. As Blase is now right on the back of Cosmo after that squabble through the downhill S's. Cosmo going super wide, locking up. Just give Blase a great chance to get some kind of run on him. Cosmo still has DRS from Andretti, so he'll be able to pull away and try and hold that gap. Cosmos looks like his tires are going out just a little bit as Blase is coming up, using that outside curb, getting a little squirmy, goes up the inside, trying to make something happen out of this corner. He's got a decent amount of ERS to go. We'll look to the inside, we'll see if anything happens. Nothing there, we got a yellow flag, not sure where. Looks like everyone's clean on track. Blase a bit too far back. Cosmo will still have that DRS as they're gaining on Eduardo heavily now. See Blase coming round the outside. Eduardo lets him pass. 2 round the outside. Blase follows through, follows up on Cosmo. Cosmo will not have DRS, so Blase could make a move here. They're both using that DRS to come down, but nothing happening. As Persian King has decided to pit, ladies and gentlemen, he's going for it. He's giving us some excitement, ladies and gentlemen, as his pit crew seems to be, I don't know what his pit crew is doing. But we'll see now, as Race 33 has taken the lead. Squirmy will come out almost right next to Persian King. We'll see what happens. Take that back, Squirmy's got him well ahead. But now here comes Persian King on a mission. He says he's on hard tires, but I assure you he's on softs according to our data. So he'll be pushing now to try and get that fastest lap and the win. He's only 7 seconds down the road from the lead. So we'll see if he can make it work. Meanwhile, we'll go back on board with Eduardo Andretti, trying to follow Blase here. Eduardo's got the medium, so he's looking to push. Meanwhile, Doc Balak in P8, doing a good job. Followed by Cosmo. I think they're nice and spread out now. I'm not sure what happened there because I believe Cosmo was ahead of Blase initially. Cosmo goes super deep there. All 3 of them missing their apex, it seems. Still nice and close. This is a battle. All 3 of them have been swapping places left and right. Cosmo is late on the brakes yet again, trying to make something happen. Meanwhile, Persian King trying to push on his lap, trying to set the fastest laps here. He's plenty of ERS. Full bar, he's going to for surely use it now. Going for his hot lap of the race, trying to get that extra point. Cosmo missing that apex yet again. I'll tell you, man, if he hit his apexes, he'd be past these guys already. These guys all battling for the final points position. Blase trying to pull out on that P9. Looks like he should be going to the end. This Persian King's now within 1.2 seconds of Squirmy on the softs. Makes it nice and easy through the triple left-hander. Now within DRS range of Squirmy, so he may have timed this perfectly to set him up for the fastest lap of the race, as he may get slipstream here and surely DRS on the next straight. You can tell just how much grip he has compared to Squirmy as he came out of that corner much more effectively. As he'll have plenty of ERS to go around here as he crosses the line. I'm surely the fastest lap of the race. He does with a 129.8. Quick boy Persian King looking to take P2 now after taking the fastest lap. He goes down gets that nice and easy as Skirmy tries to cut back, but unable to make anything happen. He's on those super old hard tires, while Persian King's on those fresh softs. Gets DRS, but way too far back to make anything happen. Meanwhile, Persian King on a charge. He's got 4 laps to make up 4 seconds. We'll see if he can do it. Racer 33 pretty far ahead now. We will see. He's already half a second down since I said that, so I'm pretty sure he can make something happen here. Putting on a show for us here at home. PPR. There's a yellow flag as Eduardo Andretti may have gone round. He has indeed. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. He may have gotten tangled with Cosmo and or Blase. But that allows Kermit to promote up into P11 and possibly make a charge for his teammate in P10. Meanwhile, we'll hop back on board now with Persian King making his charge, already down within 3 seconds with 4 laps to go. At this rate, he should be able to catch Racer 33, but the problem is he still needs to pass him. Not sure what the penalties are looking like. I initially thought Persian King was going for a bold move, but now it looks like to be a very smart move indeed. If he can get that win and the extra point. As Blizzard has now passed Eduardo Andretti. Eduardo Andretti may have suffered wing damage. We have the 2 Haas's at the very end of the pack, but at least they're still racing. I'll give him that. As Skybits has now passed his teammate, as Striff goes into the pits. Not sure why. He had enough of these hards there, 15 laps old. He's going to try and go on the softs for the fastest lap, I'm sure. Yes, he is. He's trying to take out Persian King's fastest time. We'll see what happens. Striff will come out of the pits just ahead of Doc Balak there. Meanwhile, Persian King now within 2 seconds of Racer 33. So this may be said and done before we even get to the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Persian King now just outside of DRS range. I know Persian King is the master of not getting any time penalties, so surely he's in the safe zone here. I'm not sure about Racer 33. He may have gotten a penalty earlier. You see Persian pushing hard on those softs, and they go dead around lap 5, so he could be pushing it here. It would be a pretty even battle at this point. Old softs versus old hards. I would choose old hards for sure. So those things can actually kick in around lap 14 in the hards. Looks like Persian King's definitely still got some life in those for sure. Getting nice and close to Racer 33. As Racer 33 gets a 3-second time penalty, and that alone, unless Persian King gets another one, will settle the race itself if these drivers keep it clean. Persian King goes up the inside, not waiting for the DRS zone. He'll have it easy. And he'll have DRS. He's playing the smart game. Dive bombing at the last second just to get it in right. And that's the move. Said and done. Nice and easy for Persian King there. I don't think Racer 33 will have anything coming back. But nice job for Racer 33, starting on pole, dropping all the way to 6th on the first lap, and coming all the way back up to P2. So a solid recovery drive from him. Meanwhile, Blase has made his way back up into P9, so he'll grab himself some points after being involved in 2 incidents that to which I do believe were not his fault. Dock block able to keep that P8 position. Persian King coming around his final lap. Drove a solid race from start to finish. Didn't get tangled in too many incidents. Kept it clean. Had a big enough gap. He said, you know what? I'm going to throw on some softs. As Eduardo gets out the way for our final finish. Final lap of the race. So there you have it. Persian King comes across the line and wins the Bahrain Grand Prix for PPR PC Division 2, followed by Racer 33, starting on pole, ending at P2. Nice race by him. We have Squirmy in P3, Dump Truck in P4, starting from outside the points. Awesome drive by him. Skybits as well, finishing P5. Nice job by him. We have Dr. McShorty, who spun a few times but ended up finishing P6. Nice drive by him. As we have Striff, who pitted for softs, coming into the final turn here. As Blizzard gets a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Wow, that is excessive there, it seems. Striff comes across the line, finishes P7. We have Doc Block able to keep it on track after spinning out on the second to penultimate lap. Awesome drive by him. Finished P10 last week, finishing P8 this week. Nice improvement by our rookie driver here in the Racing Point, bringing home some points for them. Crosses the line. He'll get a solid P8 finish. Blase, first race back after coming out of retirement. P9 with Cosmo in P10 right behind him. Take that back, Kermit in P10. Takes away that Redo point from his teammate due to penalties. So nice job by everyone there. Awesome drive by Kermit and by Persian King, of course, our race winner. There you have it, folks, our American podium for this American League. Persian King on top with Racer 33, P2, and Squirmy in P3. Exciting race, to say the least. Plenty of changing positions, but Persian King was solid throughout, able to get that back-to-back win. Awesome drive by him. So there you have it, folks. We'll go ahead actually and check out the final race results. You have Persian King, Racer 33, Squirmy, Dump Truck, Skybits, Dr. McShorty, Striff, Doc Balak, Blase, and Kermit to round off your top 10 of the race. Nice job by everyone there. great race overall. We'll go ahead now and try and get these drivers into the podium interview room. See if you can make that happen. Get that done shortly here. So first off, we'll start with Squirmy. Squirmy, how was that race for you, my man? You had a
Oh,
couple of incidents, a little here and there, but able to get that podium in the end.
needless to say, I am drenched in sweat.
I'm sure, man. It looked like a hard-fought race.
Ugh.
How was that strategy going from medium to hard? Did it work out okay in your favor?
If I wouldn't have spun in the third sector, yeah, I probably could have challenged Persian really close for the lead because I feel like I had better pace on the hards. But if I wouldn't have spun it there, I probably would have got him because I was right on his rear end.
Yeah, you guys were definitely matched by pace there. It seemed you're neck and neck, but after that early pit stop, it seemed like you pulled away a bit. But overall, good race, man. Congrats on the P3, bringing home some points for Williams. Good to see.
Yeah, see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Next, we're joined by our second place finisher, Racer 33. Awesome drive, man. Unfortunate first lap there for you. You started on pole. What happened there?
I did not have enough temperatures, and I have never been known for good starts. So I just took it very cautious, and I ended up losing like 5 positions going to turn two. But from there on, I just needed to get into my rhythm, and then slowly made positions. Did not make most any mistakes, but I was having huge FPS drops, and my main goal was to not lose third position to score me, and so I let Persian King go, losing the minimum amount of time.
Yeah, man. That seemed. I mean, it was a great recovery drive after that first lap. So solid throughout, and congrats on the P2. Good to see.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All right, awesome.
And now we're joined by our race winner, back to back for Persian King. How was that race for you, my man?
It was fun.
Yeah,
Um, I was not gonna win that race unless Young Dagger pinned it, so I'm very happy about that.
I must say, Dagger was on the drive. But you did have a decent amount of time, so it would have been close at the end. But unfortunately, he retired, so you kind of took away that challenge. What was your
Yeah.
thought there at the end to go to softs? I saw you didn't really have a pit stop ahead, but you still went for it.
Um, honestly, I just wanted to get the extra point for our team for constructors. And I got it. And I got back up. I saw Racer 33 had a 3 second time penalty. It ended up becoming 6, I think, and then Square Me had a time penalty as well. So I just went for it and gave him a chance to, race me as well.
Yeah, you
It was
definitely
fun.
made it more exciting for us here in the commentary booth and the viewers back at home. But, I let them
That
know
was
that
the goal.
that you are definitely the one of the cleaner drivers out there. So time penalties do not come often by you. So I knew you had faith in that to help you get the win as well, regardless if you pass race 33 or not.
Yeah, I don't think I had a single warning even, but
That is
I'll have to
just
check the race director.
too clean for you, man. All right, well, congrats on the win again. You are clear ahead in the World Driver Championship for PC Division 2. Um, awesome job, and we'll catch you next time, man.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Persian King P1, Racer 33 P2, and of course Squirmy in P3. Thank you all so much for watching. It was a pretty good race. Happy to have commentated it, and we'll catch you next time in Shanghai.